Hello, cinema peeps.
Hello, hello, hello. It is obviously not when this It's December 1st.
Yeah, woohoo!
The countdown to the end. I'm just kidding.
Technically, it'll be December 8th when you're hearing this, but we always record our podcasts a week prior, so it's
details.
officially December.
And you know what that means. You get real fat, and then you start January 1st being like, why am I so fat? And you go, I'm gonna change myself for some bizarre reason. I'm choosing the first day today to do so.
And you go, hashtag new year, new me.
Ugh! Yeah, we definitely fucking do that bullshit.
Honestly, though, that's like the best part of December and Christmas is the cookies. I'm just waiting till we get the chance to start baking gingerbread cookies, because I always look forward to the gingerbread cookies for Christmas.
Yar. My mom said we might do some. I'm gonna make some gingerbread cookies for sure, but I think my mom said we might do ginger snaps as well.
Love ginger snaps.
Mm-hmm. And I already made some chocolate sea salt caramel cookies.
Yum.
Which
Sounds
are
delicious.
They are. You can just buy a bag of those Hershey's, sea salt chips, and just follow the recipe on the back of that bad boy.
Nice.
I did that 2 years ago for a cookie exchange, and yeah.
It was a big hit?
It was a big hit, so I've just made them now all the time.
There you go.
Not the 13 dozen that I made for the cookie exchange, but, I just do maybe one or two.
One batch?
Dozen. One batch, yeah,
nice.
One batch. It almost made... The thing is, when you read the package, it kind of lies to you. It's like, oh yeah, this easily yields 4 dozen cookies. And I think I just... I was like a couple cookies shy of 3 dozen, so I was like, you little sneaky liar, you.
Right? It always makes me wonder, it's like, how big are you actually making these cookies?
To be fair, I think the dough has to be, they say, about a teaspoon size. So, and I mean...
I feel like everybody's version of teaspoon is different.
Yeah. I actually take out a physical teaspoon, and even still, I don't, perfectly level it. I just kind of plop it on and go, yeah, that looks fine, and then...
Right? See, and my mom uses an ice cream scoop, like one of those ones with the retractable button. So she'll just, scoop it and, slap it on the baking sheet, and she's like, perfect.
Right? I told my mom, I was like, hey, we could do this. And she's like, no. I was like, okay. I just found this cool thing. I just wanted to share it with you. She's like, no, it's not how we do cookies. I'm like, all right, fine. So difficult. That was my thought. Yeah, it's just the time to indulge,
Right?
It's the last little bit, and I mean, I know times are a little fucking weird right now, but normally, if you can, you try to get together with loved ones and just hang out, have a good fucking ass time for the last bit of the fucking shitstorm of a year, but,
Right, and I feel like that's what we need now, more than ever this year, is just a little good old-fashioned Christmas cheer.
And Christmas booze.
Yes.
Which reminds me, I have to check what booze I have.
Some Captain Jimmy's?
Some Captain Jimmy, for sure, because, gotta get lit.
Do you have a go-to Christmas drink?
It's not really my go-to, but funny story. So our neighbors normally on Christmas Eve, which I figure this year we probably won't be able to do, just because of everything that's happening in the world. But normally every Christmas Eve we'd go over and they have drinks, they'll have treats and stuff, and sometimes we'll play games. One time we did karaoke, but me and my dad, it was just us singing at the table. There was no mic or anything. It was just kind of spontaneous.
Nice.
And I was being a little shit because I was like, you don't need to know words to songs. You just gotta be like, and so then my dad started doing it. So we're both just playing blah, blah, and my mom. I think I have a video. I think what were we supposed to be singing? Was it
Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You?
No. I thought it was a Bon Jovi song.
Like a Christmas song or just a regular song?
Just a regular song.
Oh, okay.
Shoot, I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was Journey. I honestly don't remember, but I have a video of it. It was just us screaming, and I'm zooming in on her face, and she's just so disappointed, ashamed, and she covers her face. Because eventually everyone started doing it, and I was like, see? Who knows the words to what song?
Right?
Mostly just being a shit, because I was just like, everyone's drunk, who's gonna fucking know what I'm singing? And everyone's like, yeah, Caleig's got it! I'm like, yep. But I'm sorry, that's what made me think of Christmas drinks. But normally we it's not really a Christmas drink, but our neighbors have this. I believe it's a dark rum. It's called Dark Horse.
Yeah.
So I normally drink a lot of Dark Horse. I had some. What was it? Spice Kentucky whiskey one year. That wasn't too bad. Oh, and I had some like flavored vodkas that were pretty good.
Always a staple.
Right? But yeah, no Christmas. I think I had eggnog one year as a child, and I did not like it.
I've never been a fan of eggnog.
I think it's, what's my theory? I think if you have it in your house, and like your parents like it, I feel people tend to like it more, and it's part of their like kind of traditions. Whereas my family, like my mom and dad, I believe hate eggnog. I know my mom especially hates it, so that was never in our house at all. So I figured that's why. But like I said, I think I had a taste, and I can't remember. Someone once told me, it's like, well, it's better with alcohol. I was like, well, it's nasty on its own. Can't imagine alcohol is going to improve it that much.
No. Last I heard, alcohol and milk don't mix.
Right? Probably the closest, like a nice white candy cane hot chocolate or something.
Ooh, yeah, like a peppermint hot chocolate or something.
What about you? Do you have a Christmas drink?
Well, I'm usually the bartender on Christmas Eve, so I'm the one making drinks for everybody else. I've done caramel apple teeny for people before.
Ooh,
I've made a Jack Frost. Yeah, there's like, we try and like always research like a go-to kind of funky Christmas cocktail to mix for people. One year my aunt brought some Winter Jack, which is essentially apple-flavored Jack Daniels, which is delicious. It tastes like apple juice, if you're a fan of apple juice.
Wow.
With a kick. But usually I think our like go-to drink that we do every year, it's not really on Christmas Eve, it's more Christmas Day, is we do Christmas mimosas.
Oh.
Because we'll have brunch at my grandma's place, and so she'll make like this breakfast casserole, and then she has like monkey bread, and there's like two different kinds, so it's like a cheese monkey bread and then like a cinnamon bun kind of monkey bread, and then we all have Christmas mimosas. So yeah.
Damn.
Fancy.
Damn, you guys are fancy.
There was one year I think we decided, because we usually always do the breakfast casserole, but there was one year we decided to get really fancy, and we did breakfast crepes. Christmas crepes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, we normally just have a very big brunch. Eggs, bacon, hash brown medley mixture with peppers and whatnot. And then, then we just wait for a big dinner.
Yeah, the turkey dinner.
The 2 meals of the day. The 2 meals was my thought. Oh, yes. I don't know if you said you watched a couple Christmas movies, and I watched one, and hoofy. Hoo. Let me tell you a story.
Okay, let's hear the story.
Let me wound you a tale. So I found it on Sexflix, and it's called, I believe it was called The 12 Gifts of Christmas.
Oh, is that the one with, what's her face from Arrow?
Yeah.
I saw that. I haven't watched it, but I saw that it was on Netflix.
Okay, you gotta stop saying you saw it, because then I'm like, oh, you saw it! No, damn, Kendra, come on.
I know, I have to clarify every time.
I know, damn. But yeah, that's literally the sole reason why I put it on while I was making cookies. So Nessa from Arrow, she is a artiste, but is a struggling artiste, obviously, because no successful artist here, baby.
There's no other artist.
Right? And she is out with her sister and her nieces. They're shopping, and they make this comment how she's such a good Christmas shopper because she can pick, like, the best gifts, you know? They're always thoughtful, and just, she got a big noggin, I guess. And then she runs into our other love interest character at the cafe. I forgot his name. He's just generic good-looking white guy who's in business. And surprise, I think it was advertising. Because again, these movies, you're in a business, it's always advertising. I have not seen any other skills or jobs displayed on any kind of Hallmark film. Anywho's pickle, he has a couple problems. He has to do Christmas shopping, but he's just too busy because he's trying to work on this advertising project because their big fish is pulling out, you know? Like,
let me guess, is he not a fan of Christmas?
No, he actually likes Christmas.
Oh, surprisingly, because majority of the films, it's always the guy who's like, I've never been a big Christmas fan.
Right? His problem is he just works too much. And so his family's like, we want to see you. And he's like, I want to, but like, I have so much work. So then he hires Nessa to do Christmas shopping for him. And it starts out very simple. He has to get company presents. Sorry, I jumped ahead. He wants her to buy, because he has like a really close friend who he hasn't seen in a while. And he's like, hey, we always buy gifts and kind of like up each other. Like, you got me a TV. I have like 3 massage chairs. And she goes, do you need 3 massage chairs? He's like, nah, but like I have them. And it's like, okay. So then her quest is she has to buy the new like Apple whatever watch for his friend as like a tester. And it turns out that these Apple watches have been sold out for like weeks, I guess. So then she improvises because he tells a very personal story about how him and his friend since college, when they couldn't afford anything for Christmas, they would just watch the basketball game and eat ramen. So then she gets him, what was it, 2 lakes, or what is it? I was going to say Lakers side, but that makes no sense. 2, what is it, off court, whatever it is. Really
courtside?
Good. Courtside basketball tickets to their favorite team, and then a gift card to a specialized ramen house so they can go have ramen together and watch the game.
Oh, cool.
And he was like, I don't know about this. I wanted you to get the watch. And so then he was going to like fire her, but then the, Christmas, somehow the friend ends up getting those gifts, and he goes, man, that was like really thoughtful, and he goes, honestly, like I didn't care for that TV, like I was like, I just want to spend time with you, bro. And he's like, aww. Yeah, bro. So then she gets assigned to do more Christmas shopping for his family, and basically she like interviews everybody and figures out what they truly want, basically.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like a good story.
Right, but like I said, like nothing, like there was no real conflict for like the longest time, so I was like, what is the conflict gonna be?
Sometimes you don't need conflict. Maybe it's just a reminder to, be thoughtful.
No, there is. There's a big conflict. Maybe I'm more offended than the characters, but I was offended.
Oh.
I thought for sure. So, like I said, struggling artist, she wants to be taken seriously, but she also paints like Christmas scenes, I guess. So the one she shows in the film is she paints this really good Santa. Obviously she didn't, but like it's really good. And so then, again, like I said, the marketing guy, generic white guy, needs help with his marketing campaign. And so finally, he enlists the help of her sister, and he takes her art, the Santa art, and uses it for his advertising firm. And goes, see, look. And she goes, how dare you use my art? That was private. That was only for me. I want people to take me seriously. And he's like, but like, and she's like, no, get out. And I'm like, girl, he straight up did art theft. Did not credit you, mind you. To be fair, maybe I blacked out during making cookies, but as far as I know, he did not pay for her. He did not ask the artist permission.
Yeah.
And all she's mad about is like, I want people to take my art seriously. And I'm like, what? He straight up did art theft. Bitch, what? And so there's this weird portion of the film where she's like sulking and he's like really sad, but I'm like, homeboy, no. And I was like, he better step up for this life. He better step up. But you know what fucking happens?
What happens?
She has a turnaround. She goes, yeah, I'm crazy. You're right. Thanks for believing in me. And I'm like, no! He stole your art! Straight up art theft! But apparently she was the one who had to turn around, go to his family. It was, oh my god. Honestly, I'm a little salty.
Wow, this took a turn.
Yeah, I was a little salty. I was like, yo, he straight up did art. Him and your sister went behind your back, took your art. Like I said, maybe I blocked out while I was making cookies, but as far as I know, there was no exchange of money. There was no permission asked to use her art. And as far as I know, no credit given.
And you know what? In these movies, there's no such thing as all the legal stuff you have to go through.
Apparently, it's just Christmas.
It's just magic and good, wholesome, human kindness.
Yeah, so apart from that, I'm like real salty about it.
Wow.
I'm real salty. Other than that, like up to that point, it did nothing super offensive. Like I said, had a couple nice cheese moments. Cheese moments. But yeah, that ending I didn't like.
So the moral of the story, kids, is always credit your artists, ask their permission to share their work.
Or just steal it and claim Christmas, baby.
No, please don't do that. Support your artist friends.
That's the moral I got from that movie. Because it was okay.
Oh, jeez.
God. But Yar. That's the only Christmas movie I've watched so far.
Okay.
What was my other thought? This week I think we're going to do some Christmas decorations, so I'll probably turn on some old ones on the TV, like The Grinch and other ones. But yeah, I'm hoping to watch some more Hallmark movies this coming weekend, so we can continue to revel in the trash. But Yar, have you watched any this week?
Well, there's one for sure that I can talk about. The other one is just Harry Potter, because apparently
Harry Potter.
or Tell On Demand is advertising the Harry Potter movies as holiday favorites. So my mom and I were like, you know what? Let's just watch Harry Potter. Sounds good to me. I guess there's some Christmas in it, so it counts, but...
Yeah, there's absolutely Christmas in it.
It's magic, magical times. So I went with it.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, so we watched Harry Potter for one night, and then the other night I wanted to get my parents to watch Last Christmas, starring Emilia Clarke, who is Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. Highly recommend this movie if anybody hasn't seen it yet. It's written by Emma Thompson. She's so funny. She stars in the movie too. She's really funny in the movie, but I think it was a really sweet story. It's kind of like, I got a very It's a Wonderful Life vibe from it. Maybe it was inspired by it, or I don't know what the deal is, but basically the premise is Khaleesi is this she's just gonna be referred to as Khaleesi because everybody knows her that way.
Yep.
But yeah, the Mother of Dragons is she works in a Christmas shop as like sales associate, but she has to dress as an elf all the time. She's had some health issues in the past. She had a heart transplant. And so ever since she had her operation, life's just been not very fulfilling for her. She's kind of been very down on herself, and she's an aspiring singer. She wants to be a singer, so she keeps like pursuing auditions.
Oh, a starving artist?
Right? More starving artists. So she keeps going to auditions to try to, try out and get her big break, but they keep falling through. And one day she's on her way to work and she runs into this guy, or she's at work and she sees this guy outside looking up at the sky and she's wondering, what the heck is he doing? So she goes out to like question him, and he points out this like bird that's up there, and he's like, it's so rare to see a bird like that in this area. And she's like, oh, okay, that's weird. And she keeps having encounters with this guy, and basically he just keeps telling her to like look up, and she ends up seeing things she's not normally like noticing before, because she doesn't ever like look up and pay attention to stuff, right? So throughout the movie he kind of teaches her, to appreciate the little things and just, positivity and all this kind of stuff.
He's for sure dead.
There's hardship in her family and all this kind of stuff. So spoiler alert.
He's for sure dead.
She starts to fall in love with this guy.
What?
Yeah, so she starts to
didn't see
have
that
feelings.
Coming.
Yeah, she has feelings for this guy because he's the only one who's kind of like, pulled her out of her darkness and like helped her kind of, find joy in her life again. And at one point she had gone to his place and they kiss and all this kind of stuff. And so that's where you're like, oh, this romance is starting to blossom. So then she doesn't hear from him for weeks at a time. And so she goes to find him. She goes to his place and she opens the door and there's a guy standing in there and he's like a realtor. And he's like, oh, are you here for the tour? And she's like, no, I'm here to see Tom. And he's like, oh, well, this place is for sale. The guy before, he's selling this place. And she goes, oh, well, can you tell me why? And he says, well, he's no longer living. And so then all of a sudden there's like this whole like flashback sequence. You called it. Mm-hmm. There's this whole flashback sequence and you find out that he was the one who because he died in an accident or whatever, it's his heart that she has that was like the transplant.
Oh my god, so she's crazy?
Kind of, but they're trying to...
Oh my gosh, she's totally crazy.
If you look at it that way.
She's seeing shit.
But yeah, so basically she starts to like realize the fact that she's just been imagining him this entire time. And so she goes to like back to this bench where she and him like would always meet and stuff like that.
Wait, she made out with a ghost? I'm sorry, keep going. What?
Yeah, so she goes back to the bench to where they usually meet, and he appears, and he says to her, like, take care of my heart, blah, 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 and it's, like, this really emotional scene, and she's all crying, and she's like, yes, I will, and then after that, it inspires her to kind of, like, be a better person, her heart grew 3 sizes that day, that whole, like, the Grinch type thing. And so she starts like volunteering at a homeless shelter and helps out all these people, and she throws this like big Christmas pageant kind of thing, or just this concert for everybody in the homeless shelter, and invites all her friends and family. And yeah, that's how they end off the movie, is just, she's learnt to, embrace life again. And yeah, I liked it. It's a sweet movie. Oh, and she's a fan of George Michael, so the whole movie is like strung with George Michael songs.
Well then, I was gonna pick it up at Walmart for $9, but now I see I've saved my money.
It is a great movie. I highly recommend it.
Damn, I definitely got dead vibes. I was like, it's like you were like, seeing the
Yeah, you called
things to
it.
life. I was like, oh god, he's so fucking dead. He's either gonna die or he be dead. She fucking ghosts. All right.
But that's where I get the It's a Wonderful Life vibe from, because, like, the story of him with, like, his angel and everything like that.
Right.
Yeah.
My mom really likes that movie, and I
It's a Wonderful Life?
tolerate it. Yes.
Okay, we'll tell her to watch Last Christmas, because she'll love it.
I don't know. My mom's a pretty hard movie critic. She'll tell you if she don't like something.
All right, well, you tell her to watch it. Tell her I told her, and I want to know what she thinks of it.
She'll be like me. She'll call the ending out like miles ahead.
You guys are too smart.
Right? We're too smart. Normally I'm not that kind of person, but yeah. She could always call it. I'm like, how
Nice.
the hell, mama? How? What's the other one I was looking at? Oh, have you seen The Happiest Season?
No.
Starring Kirsten Dunst, the guy from Schitt's Creek, Alison Breyer, one half of Firestorm.
Which half? The Robbie Amell half or the Professor Stein half?
Professor Stein half.
Ah, okay.
It's supposed to be about this gay couple that go over to her parents for the holidays, but she has not come out to them yet. So she straight up lies that, no, I'm straight and I'm bringing my straight friend over for Christmas. It seems like it'd be really funny. I've seen the trailer 100 times thanks to like the government and, Facebook pushing ads. So I've seen the trailer quite a bit, popping up on my feed constantly. And I've watched it, and I think it'd be really funny, but I don't know. I think I can rent it on Apple TV, because that's where I just recently saw it. I can either own it for $9.99 or rent it, and I might just rent it. I don't know if I want to own it. Although at that price, I think renting is like $6 something, so like at that point, but it's like, do I want... Too much of a commitment issue, alright? Too much of a commitment issue. But yeah, I don't know, it just seems really... Oh look, here's Last Christmas! You be fucking ghosts! Oh, it's only $4.99 to rent. Oh, it has a 47% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yikesies.
It does? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Man, people are too hard. Those people need some Christmas spirit.
Ooh, Love Actually? Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a classic.
I gotta watch that one. I usually try to watch it every Christmas. Fuck, it's so good.
I like The Holiday. That's my one that
Yes.
I watch every Christmas.
I was playing that one last year, I think, when I was Christmas decorating. I don't think my mom cared much for it. I was like, come
The
on,
Holiday?
Mom. Yeah, she did not care for it. She's a hard critic, I told you. She hard critic, was my thought. Yeah, Holiday, very, very good. Oh, Love Actually. I love it, but I also know it's responsible for spawning all the other monstrosities, like Valentine's Day...
New Year's Eve,
Mother's Day, all that kind of shit piles. I mean, I love it to pieces. It's the first, but yeah, it did spawn quite a few turds.
Was that the first one?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, because I always thought it was He's Just Not That Into You.
What's that one?
Have you ever seen that one?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that one's got Jennifer Goodwin and Jennifer Connelly, I think, or maybe I'm getting that confused with Valentine's Day, but it's basically a similar situation where it's like different scenarios with all these different people and they're somehow all connected. But the initial storyline is Jennifer Goodwin's in love with one of her friends and he doesn't see her that way, but she's like trying so hard to like get him to love her, and he just sees her as a friend the entire time.
Damn.
So it's just this whole like, he's just not that into you.
Haha. Yeah, I see it. I just looked it up. Yeah, this one came out in 2009, and Love Actually came out 2003.
Oh, wow. It's been that long. Wow.
It's an oldie.
It is, yeah.
But it's freaking great. I love it.
Me too.
I think that was one my mom showed me that film. Oh, God, we were laughing so hard. And I feel like that's part of the fun. Like, my mom always makes fun of me for watching all the, like, turdy Hallmark movies. Mm-hmm. Like, half the fun sometimes is sometimes you do get, like, that rare gem of mix of, like, humor and just
cringe.
Impossible and cringe, but it's so good. And some are, like, mediocre and some are, like, real turds. Mm-hmm. But the funnest part is when you can... It's like having your own commentary, just heckling the film.
Right?
Because, yeah, when I was making cookies, my brother came downstairs and, we said some really funny shit that just made it funnier.
Oh, really?
Because there's, like, this scene where, like... Sorry, because, like, Nessa's sister owns a restaurant. It's the first time she meets generic white boy. They're in a restaurant, at her restaurant.
Okay.
Talking about business, and, like, she, like, pops in. I don't even know what she said, because I just screamed at the top of my lungs. I was like, stop cock-blocking me, sister! Me and my brother just bursted out laughing. I mean, it doesn't translate well that I'm explaining it, but at the time, gosh, it was so funny. And that's really half the joy why I like watching these shitty movies, is you can just insert your own commentary. She a beaut. She a beaut. Was my thought.
I think I'm actually officially done Christmas shopping now, too.
Nice.
And I did it. Actually, I finished yesterday, so I technically finished before December.
Oh, a round of applause for that. I think, like, I have stuff. I think I need to pick up a couple more things, but I'm not too super worried.
Nice.
I'm not, like, really behind and crying on the inside. But yeah, I've got all the bulk of my stuff, and I'm still waiting for one thing in the mail that I'm assuming is not going to come on time.
I know, I'm still waiting for something for you and for Kathy in the mail, and I'm hoping it comes on time. Yes.
For me?
For you.
And for Kathy, but for me? For me. Yeah. I can't fucking wait. There's nothing better than finishing your Christmas shopping early and then finding that perfect gift, like in 12 Gifts of Plagiarism.
12 Gifts of Plagiarism.
I mean, the message was nice, but the plagiarism I can't stand for. I can't stand for it, you know? I don't care how good-looking generic white man is, but what he did was... Okay, we better end this, otherwise I'm going to go on another rant, because I'm so salty. I'm so salty about it.
Join us next week when Kayleigh's going to talk all about the pros and cons of art theft.
Of art theft, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why you shouldn't do it.
Oh my god. This is so salty. Anyways.
I guess we should wrap it up now.
Yep. Tune in next week. I don't know why you would, but to hear me talk, but please do. We appreciate it.
Right? Hope you guys have a happy Tuesday. Stay safe. Be kind. Spread some Christmas cheer, because we all need it right now. So, you know, just find some ways. There's many.
Yes.
Go, knock on the door, stand 6 feet away, and sing some carols for your neighbor.
Make some cookies. Give them some
cookies.
Cookie packages. Steal their art.
Steal their art. Don't
Claim
do that.
it as your own. And like, jolly Christmas spirit. It will all work out in the end. Fuck me. All right. I'm gonna try to watch Holiday this week, so then we can talk about that together.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna try to watch Christmas Princess Switch 2. The switching.
I should watch that too.
The switching. Did you watch the first one?
No, I should watch them both.
Okay, watch the first one. I watched the first one. I vaguely forgot about it, but like it kind of pours in now and then, so I feel I'm good. I think I'm good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that'll be my homework this week. I'll watch those movies.
All right. Cool beans.
All right. Goodbye, cinema peeps.
Goodbye.
Monkey. And slap.
Art that is a serious thing, folks. You can get fined real bad.
Support local artists.
Or don't. It's your life.